The sky over Earth changed forever one night. Without warning, a strange, glowing crack opened across the stars. People around the world stared up in fear and confusion. Bright colors, red, green, blue, flashed like fireworks, but it was no celebration. It was something else, something terrifying. Then they came. Huge alien ships, black and silver, poured out of the crack. They moved silently, like monsters swimming through space. Some were shaped like long knives. Others were like giant insects. They blocked the sun in many places, casting dark shadows over cities, mountains, and oceans. The world panicked. Planes were grounded. Cities shut down. Every TV channel, every radio, every phone broadcasted one message: stay inside, do not engage. But hiding would not save them. From giant speakers on the alien ships, a deep voice spoke across Earth. It echoed through the air and into every human mind. Attention, primitive life forms. A galactic war has reached your small planet. Stay out of our way or be crushed like insects. The voice was cold and cruel. It made children cry and soldiers tremble. They called humans primitive, weak, unimportant. But they were wrong. Deep underground, in a hidden research center outside New Mexico, a group of scientists gathered. They had been studying strange signals from space for years. They knew Earth was not as simple as it looked. Dr. Ilara Vance, the lead scientist, stood at the center of the room. Her eyes were wide with fear, but also with something else: hope. She turned to her team. "We always thought Earth was ordinary," she said. "But these readings, they show a different story." On the giant screen behind her, a map of the world flickered. It showed pulses of energy, strange, ancient signals, rising from deep within the Earth. "This energy is waking up," Ilara said. "Something is buried beneath us, something powerful." The team leaned closer, excited and afraid. One of the younger scientists, Jonah, asked the question everyone was thinking. Could it fight them? The aliens? Ilara hesitated. "Maybe," she said, "or maybe it will destroy us all." Meanwhile, above the clouds, the alien fleets began their war. Different alien factions fought each other with deadly weapons. Their beams of light tore through each other's ships. Explosions lit up the night sky like second suns. Earth was caught in the crossfire. Buildings collapsed. Mountains cracked. Oceans boiled in some places. Human armies tried to defend their lands. Jets flew toward the alien ships, firing missiles and lasers. But it was hopeless. The aliens were too fast, too strong. One by one, Earth's defenses fell. And still, the voice returned. "Primitive, weak, you are nothing." In New Mexico, Ilara and her team made a decision. They would awaken the ancient power. They had no choice. In the deepest level of the research center, there was a machine. It had been built long ago by unknown hands. No one knew who had left it there, or why. The machine pulsed with faint blue light, like a sleeping heart. Jonah stared at it, nervous. "What if it kills us?" he asked. Ilara placed her hand on the machine's surface. It felt warm, almost alive. "If we do nothing, we die anyway," she said. "We have to take the risk." The team activated the machine. At first, nothing happened. Then the ground shook. The air grew heavy. From deep within the Earth, a sound rose up, a low hum, almost like a voice speaking in a forgotten language. Across the world, hidden places began to stir. Ancient temples buried in jungles, mountains with forbidden caves, deep ocean trenches, all began to glow with the same blue light. The aliens noticed. Their ships paused. Their battles slowed. They scanned the planet again, and what they found made them hesitate. Earth was not primitive. Earth was waking up. Ilara looked at the screen. Her voice was barely a whisper. "They thought we were weak, but we were just asleep." Far above, The largest alien ship turned away from its enemies. It pointed its massive weapons at Earth. The alien leader barked an order in a strange, cruel language. They would crush Earth before the ancient power could rise. The countdown began. 10, 9, 8. But Earth had other plans. From the deepest oceans, from the oldest forests, from the heart of the planet itself, a great force began to rise. Not a weapon, not a machine. Something older, something alive. The war was no longer just between aliens. Now, Earth itself had joined the fight. And it was angry. The ground kept shaking. Across the world, people fell to their knees. Buildings cracked. Trees bent. Oceans rose in giant waves. It felt like Earth itself was alive and angry. In the hidden research center, alarms screamed. Ilara and her team struggled to stay on their feet. On the giant screen, they watched blue energy lines spreading across the planet like veins. The ancient power was moving. Jonah stared in shock. "We woke it up," he whispered. "Now what?" Ilara's face was pale, but her voice stayed strong. "Now, we survive." Above them, the alien fleets panicked. Their scanners showed something impossible. Earth was no longer a dead rock. It was a weapon. A sleeping beast finally opening its eyes. The aliens who called humans primitive now looked at Earth with fear. The largest alien ship, shaped like a giant scorpion, opened its main cannon. It gathered red energy at the tip, enough to destroy a whole continent. Their plan was simple: kill Earth before it could fully wake up. The countdown started again. 10, 9, 8. In the research center, Ilara shouted over the noise. "We must guide the energy. It's wild. If we don't control it, it will destroy us too." Jonah and the others ran to the control panels. They tried to connect the ancient machine to Earth's energy, like putting a hand on a wild animal's neck. But it was too powerful. The machine sparked and exploded. Screens shattered. Lights died. Then, something incredible happened. The blue energy moved on its own. It chose its own defenders. Around the world, certain humans began to glow. Farmers, soldiers, scientists, children, people from every land. They were chosen by the ancient force. Their eyes burned blue. Their bodies grew stronger, faster. They could feel the Earth's heartbeat inside them. A new army was rising. The first of them was a young soldier named Aiden Cross. He had been guarding a city in ruins when the light found him. One moment, he was just a man. The next, he was something more. When alien drones attacked, Aiden raised his hand, and a wall of stone rose from the ground to block the lasers. He didn't understand how he did it. He only knew one thing: he would fight, and he would win. In space, the alien fleets noticed the change. Their leader, a tall creature with silver skin and burning eyes, snarled. "Destroy them," he roared. "Destroy the planet before they fully awaken." The main cannon on the Scorpion ship locked onto Earth's surface. The energy built higher and higher, a ball of death ready to fire. 7, 6, 5. In the research center, Ilara screamed into the comms. "Tell every human, fight back. The Earth is with us." Radio signals spread across the world. The glowing chosen ones began to gather. They moved fast, like living storms. In the skies above Africa, a team of chosen pilots flew without jets, riding air currents with their bodies. In the forests of South America, warriors used the trees themselves to trap alien walkers. In the icy north, a young girl split a frozen river to drown an enemy machine. The Earth's power was growing stronger through them. But time was running out. 4, 3. The Scorpion ship's cannon reached full power. A blast was coming that could end all life. Jonah looked at Ilara. "We're too late," he said. Ilara's hands clenched into fists. "No," she said. "It's not over yet." She turned to the ancient machine. It was glowing brighter than ever. There was one final command she could give it. Not to save them, but to awaken the true guardian of Earth. Without hesitating, she slammed her hand onto the final button. The machine screamed. The Earth roared. And from deep inside the planet, something ancient and enormous began to move. The aliens saw it. Their scanners screamed warnings. They were too late. From the deepest trench of the Pacific Ocean, a colossal shape rose, taller than mountains, made of stone, light, and life. The true guardian, the real defender of Earth. The cannon fired. A giant red beam shot toward the planet. The world held its breath, and the guardian caught it in its hand, stopping the unstoppable. The Earth answered back. With one mighty swing, the guardian sent a shockwave through space. Alien ships shattered like glass. The Scorpion ship broke apart into burning pieces. The invaders screamed in terror as their forces were crushed. Earth was awake now, and it was furious. Smoke and fire filled the sky. Pieces of broken alien ships rained down like black snow. Cities burned, oceans steamed, and mountains trembled. But Earth was still standing, and it was fighting back. The Guardian, the giant made of stone and light, roared across the planet. Its voice was the sound of earthquakes, thunderstorms, and crashing waves all together. It was Earth's anger turned into a living weapon. The aliens who once called humans primitive now ran like scared insects. But the war was not over. Far above, hidden behind the planets, another alien fleet was coming. It was larger, stronger, and more ruthless than the first. They were the true rulers of the galaxy, the ones who had enslaved whole worlds. And now they were coming to Earth. In the research center, Ilara watched the screen with horror. New red dots appeared in space. Hundreds of ships. Maybe thousands. Jonah cursed under his breath. "We can't fight them all," he said. Ilara turned to him, her voice steady. "We won't fight alone. Across the world, the chosen humans, the ones blessed by Earth's ancient energy, gathered. Aiden Cross, now a leader among the new warriors, stood before a large group of them. They were farmers, teachers, doctors, soldiers, old and young, men and women, but now they were all fighters. Aiden raised his fist. "We are the Earth's chosen," he shouted. "We are not weak. We are not primitive. Today, we show the galaxy our true power." The warriors cheered. Their eyes burned blue. Their bodies glowed with Earth's energy. They were ready. The second alien fleet entered Earth's orbit. Their ships were bigger, heavier, and armed with weapons that could destroy continents in seconds. Their leader, a creature called High Lord Kravax, sneered. "Earth will burn," he said. "Their guardian will fall. Their warriors will die." He believed it would be easy. He believed humans were nothing. He was wrong. The first wave of alien fighters screamed toward Earth's surface. They expected fear. They found fury. In the skies, human warriors flew without machines, carried by wind and light. They shot bolts of energy from their hands. They summoned walls of stone and fire to block alien weapons. They moved faster than any ship, hit harder than any bomb. On the ground, Earth's armies fought beside the new warriors. Tanks rolled forward. Fighters blasted from hidden bases. The old strength of humanity joined with the new. Aiden led a squad through the ruins of New York City. Alien machines stomped through the streets, crushing everything. But Aiden and his team were faster. One warrior raised his hands, and roots from underground burst out, wrapping the machines in chains of living wood. Another controlled the air, slicing enemy armor like knives. Aiden himself leaped onto an alien walker and drove a spear of stone through its core. The machine exploded, sending shards flying. He stood on the wreckage and roared. "This is our world." The people of Earth saw it, and they believed. In the ocean, the Guardian battled giant alien warships. It swung its arms like hammers, smashing metal into dust. When the aliens fired plasma beams, the Guardian raised islands from the sea to block them. But even the Guardian could not be everywhere. Above, Kravax prepared the final weapon. A massive dark bomb, large as a mountain. If it hit the planet, Earth would crack open, and all life would end. The humans had minutes to stop it. Jonah, watching from the research center, pointed at the screen. "There," he shouted. "If we don't destroy that bomb, we're finished." Ilara's voice was sharp and full of fire. "Send everyone. Send everything. We fight now, or we die forever." Aiden received the call. He looked at his tired, battered team. Their faces were dirty, their clothes torn. Many were wounded, but their eyes still burned with blue fire. "This is it," Aiden said. "This is the moment they'll remember forever." The warriors nodded. Together, they flew toward the sky, toward the giant dark bomb, toward their final chance. The sky turned black. The giant dark bomb moved slowly toward Earth, carried by the alien mothership. Its surface cracked with red lightning. It was death itself, flying closer with every second. On the ground, people stared up in fear. They prayed. They cried. But they did not run. Because now, they believed in the warriors. And the warriors were coming. Aiden Cross led the charge. Blue energy blazed around him. His team followed, their bodies glowing like stars against the darkness. They flew higher and higher, straight toward the bomb. Alien fighters tried to block them. Laser beams filled the air. Explosions shook the sky. But the warriors dodged and weaved like birds in a storm. One by one, they reached the bomb. It was massive, bigger than anything they had faced. Its skin pulsed with deadly energy. Aiden placed his hand on it. He felt it, cold, evil, alive. "We have to destroy it from inside," he shouted. The warriors nodded. Without fear, they punched through the bomb's shell with their powers. The dark surface cracked. Inside, they found a swirling core of pure destruction. It was too strong to just break apart. It had to be stopped another way. Jonah's voice crackled through the radio. "Target the energy veins. If you break them all at once, the bomb will collapse." But they had very little time. Only 2 minutes left. While the warriors fought inside the bomb, the alien leader Kravax watched from his ship. He slammed his clawed hand onto the control panel. "Fire everything," he screamed. "Kill them before they destroy the weapon." Hundreds of alien fighters dived toward the bomb, shooting wildly. The warriors inside fought like gods. One woman, burning with fire, melted incoming rockets. A boy no older than 16 controlled water to form shields. An old man, using Earth's strength, crushed alien machines with his bare hands. And Aiden moved faster than light. He struck the energy veins one by one. Each time, the bomb shook harder. Each time, the red lightning grew crazier. On the ground, Ilara and Jonah watched the readings. The bomb was unstable now. "One more hit," Jonah whispered. "One more." But then, a giant alien ship fired a heavy beam straight at the bomb. It wasn't to protect it. It was to force it to explode early. If the bomb blew up too soon, the warriors inside would die, and Earth would still be destroyed. Ilara slammed her fist onto the table. "They're sacrificing the bomb just to kill us." Jonah looked at her. "There's only one way. We have to trigger the Guardian." Ilara knew what he meant. The Guardian could absorb energy, but it needed a call. A final command. Without thinking, Ilara activated the ancient machine one last time. She sent a single message. "Protect them." The Earth answered. The Guardian, far away in the ocean, heard the call. It roared louder than any sound heard before. The ground shook. The seas boiled. The clouds broke apart. The Guardian bent down, touched the Earth, and in a flash, a surge of pure energy shot toward the sky. It hit the bomb just before the alien beam. The Guardian's energy wrapped around the bomb like a giant hand. It slowed the explosion. It held back death itself. Inside the bomb, Aiden felt it. He knew this was their only chance. With a cry that shook the stars, he and the others struck the final energy vein together. Boom! A flash of white light swallowed the bomb. For a moment, it looked like the world had ended. When the light faded, the sky was clear. The bomb was gone. The alien fleet was shattered. And the warriors. The warriors were still alive. They floated down to Earth, like heroes from an old story. People cheered. They cried. They shouted their names. Earth had survived. Because humans were never primitive. They were something greater. Something the galaxy had forgotten to fear. Until now. The smoke cleared. The broken pieces of the alien fleet floated in the sky like dead stars. Earth was scared, but alive. The people came out of their shelters. They looked around, afraid at first. Then they saw the warriors standing tall among the ruins. The warriors, who were once just farmers, teachers, doctors, and students, were now legends. Aiden Cross dropped to one knee, exhausted. His body was bruised, his clothes torn, but his spirit burned brighter than ever. Around him, his team helped the wounded, comforted the scared, and began rebuilding. The Earth had won, but the price was heavy. Thousands had died. Cities had fallen. Memories of pain would not fade easily. Still, something powerful had grown stronger. Hope. At the research center, Ilara and Jonah worked through the night. The secret of Earth's ancient power was now fully awake. The Guardians stood watch, silent and ready. Ilara stared at the screens showing the deep parts of space. Jonah stood beside her. "The galaxy will come again," he said quietly. Ilara nodded. "Let them come," she replied. "This time, they'll know. Humans are not weak. We are the storm they fear." Behind them, scientists and engineers prepared. The world would never be caught helpless again. Plans were made for ships, defenses, alliances. Humanity was no longer just a voice on a small planet. They were a force that would roar across the stars. In a hidden chamber deep inside the Earth, something ancient stirred. Older than the Guardian. Older than even the aliens. It had been sleeping for millions of years, waiting for the right moment. Now, it opened a single glowing eye and smiled. Far beyond Earth's system, in the cold darkness of space, other beings watched. The rulers of distant galaxies, the builders of ancient empires. They saw the destruction of the invasion fleet. They saw the rise of human warriors. They felt fear. One of them, a creature of shadow and steel, whispered, "The primitives have awakened." Another answered, "It is too late to stop them now." Across the stars, warnings were sent. New alliances were formed. Plans were made. Because a new power had entered the galactic game. A wild, fearless, unstoppable power. Humanity. On Earth, the celebrations began. Families hugged. Friends laughed. Songs were sung about the day of the warriors. Children played, pretending to fly through the sky, shooting blue energy from their hands. Aiden stood with Ilara and Jonah, watching the sunrise. It was a new day, a new world. But deep inside, they knew the fight was not over. It had only just begun. Aiden smiled at the golden horizon. "Let them come," he said softly. "We're ready." Above them, the Guardian stood like a silent promise. And in the sky, beyond the clouds, the first human ships began to rise into space. Earth would never be silent again. Humanity was coming. And the stars would never forget it. They called us primitive, but we became their greatest fear. This was not the end. This was just the beginning. Humans rise, and the stars will remember our name.